And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go now. 90 Wolf. Right there, 56. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Slam, slam, slam. Hit it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A loss of 2. We got 3 down.
Alert 86. Alert 86. Mike 56. Mike 56. I don't even know why this team showed up. 56 from there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Yeah, yeah. Fight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
X3, 218, chop.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check. Hurry.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Go.
Check nickel.
Hey, Charlie. Head up.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
We got double up. 25, check 25. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch out.
Hey, seam 6.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike 56. Not today, you
Hey, Echo.
56 to Mike.
Please grip.
On play action, they'll throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Check. Lucky.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that scene.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Fights loose. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more where I came from.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 80 weapons. Hey, orbit.
All day, every day, any day.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with his field position. And he's not going to get out of the end zone. Murray is taken down for the safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Split, 220. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Second time, defense, let's go. Check three, check three, check three.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
King, king, king.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Mayfield now from the 50. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, or all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
King, king, king.
Jim. Say.
We need 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Hey, alert 33.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Pistol. I got you.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, wahoo! Five.
He'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
14,
First and 10 at the
hey,
40-yard
dude.
line.
Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Intended for number 7.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Topper, Topper.
Hey, it's time to... Hey, let's go. It's time to crouch.
Get up.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Here we go. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Not here. Check 52.
Look at me. Zipper. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check 49. Check 49.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Browns' 49-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak.
51. All day, punt. 36.
Smoke. Go.
Second and 11. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
On the ready.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
I'm coming out.
Go.
Wide, get wide.
Go.
Trying to collect. Mike 8.
Big rip.
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. 4 down. Check 24.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking there's
Under pressure here, and down he goes. sack back at about the 43-yard line. Ben Gideon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield on play action. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, 133.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Rush in, rush in.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Greystone, Travis.
Mike 56. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 3. Check 3. Check.
Hey, Delta.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 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 hey. I got you. 5.
On the ground, Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Alert 3, alert 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
No, fall.
Right up.
On the ground, this is Kamara, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Caught here by Griffin. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Browns defense stands tall. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll give it to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's go.
2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go.
2nd down and inches. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now third down and
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I'm coming for you, son. Lead grip.
Back to throw here. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right.
He's got a man complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Check 43. Tight dog. Kill.
Now Kamara. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
90 Wolf. X3. 218. Chop.
4 yards on the play.
Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Coaching spill.
Hey, turn it out. Switch.
Real.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set. 180.
Check 55 to Mike.
run. Watch the run. Hey!
Quick. Watch the
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's it, baby.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, the quick slant caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yep. Staying open.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Alert, 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 alert.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Alert, 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 alert.
To throw, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But now it'll be third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. He's got Adams on the hookup. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. It's QT. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and 5. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finds the open target, Arnold. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Alpha.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Saints take over. Come on, fellas. At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Slam. Hey, lock it.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, Haywood.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
General West. Hey, Charlie.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on, D. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
2nd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Greystone travel.
Mike 51.
Buzz.
Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Get it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 37. Check 37. 51's mine.
Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's
80 weapon.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's coming.
Hey, exit.
He's coming. Double up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 51.
Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with all